Welcome to the Small Member Squad podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Egg Platinum. We also have Young Left.
Hey, what's up? Fuck. Jimbo.
Over. And we got Brad as well.
Let me get some of this tea here. Hello.
Hermit. Does anyone know what I'm talking about when I say that? You guys ever seen that gif? Or the photo of Hermit drinking the tea? Fucking Lipton or whatever? Classic.
Oh my god.
Yep. Not my problem.
That Kermit do be a fucking legend.
Kermit the Frog here.
Alright, I'm just gonna get into a hot topic. You
Oh,
guys see that, alright. Not that, I don't know if it's hot. I don't know if I said it right. This might be shit. But you guys watch Blue's Clues as a kid? I don't know if you
yeah.
guys. I fucking love Blue's Clues.
I think
One
I
of my
still have the
favorite
audio
shows.
track for it.
You guys see that video on Twitter of my boy Steve coming back or whatever? He did like a fucking whole thing. He's like, "Yo, how's it going, everybody? You know, it's your boy." And it's like this whole like heartfelt video. It made me feel something. I don't know if it was good, but goddamn, was Blue's Clues a huge part of my childhood. Fucking banger. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I highly
No, I
recommend
have.
checking it out. Cause
Made me tear up a little bit.
that's what I was saying. I was like, dude, you can't just do this to me, man. I ain't no
Can't
kid
come out of
anymore.
Blue. Where's Blue? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Ah, so fucking good. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that dude was just a fucking nice ass dude, like Mr. Rogers and shit.
I thought there was a
Goddamn
reason.
legend.
I thought there was a reason why he actually left, though.
Not to my knowledge. I could be wrong on that, but I
I
don't
hope
remember.
so now.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just thinking about that is pop. See, what are the other shows you guys fucked with in your childhood? I can't remember much, but Blue's Clues was my fucking favorite.
One of them that I remember was Code Lyoko.
Good show.
Ooh, that's an old one.
I like Dragon Tales. That show is also pretty pop.
Oh yep, that was one that I remember too.
It was pop. Damn, dude. Fucking banging times all around. That's all that I gotta say. I didn't have too much topics for this. I don't know if anybody else does. But
I didn't really either. How about you,
So,
Brad?
there's not a huge amount of topics, but I did discover that there's a way to get Windows 11 on a Raspberry Pi 4 or 3, although I still recommend doing it on a 4 because it's got better processor and more RAM. But someone from GitHub made it very easy to put Windows 11 on a Raspberry Pi. I haven't had the full experience to try to get it yet, but from what I've seen, it's quite interesting. I don't think it has support yet for the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, but shit's kind of legit.
Yeah, but then again, Windows hasn't fully released yet, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what would be the point of even doing that right now? Like, yes, an even buggier version of 10.
Yeah, well, the other thing that always reminds me too is that I'm pretty sure Windows 11 is gonna flop too, just like what it did with 8 and Vista.
Dude, every other generation of Windows fails.
And yeah, and
you like that.
I'll put it as perspective. I think anyone that watches this is gonna agree. Windows 98, ME, Vista, and Windows 8 all kind of were just pure shit.
Oh, Windows
I don't know
8
what you're
for
saying.
sure.
But 98 was the best, dude. What the fuck?
I mean,
and have you seen the screensavers? The fucking brick one where it's just like going down a maze?
Oh yeah, it made me realize my hatred for the color blue.
Yeah. I love that. I think Vista sucked dick though.
Oh yeah,
it garbage. Did. But it was what one of my first PCs was on, so yeah, I had to rock it.
Apparently, I found out there's some kind of specific driver that you could enable or disable from Windows Vista, but they forced it to stay open with Windows 7. Interesting?
Sounds
Like
about right.
they're just watching you. Watch. I hate it whenever you fucking. Actually, this was something. The last time Austin had installed everything on my PC, we had to reinstall Windows and shit. He fucking was going through the Windows like click thing. He was just like, and he clicked all the security shit, left all that shit on. Who the fuck leaves that shit on? Turn that shit off, man. God
Austin did
damn.
apparently.
Yeah, I leave
Yeah,
it
that's
on
what
all
I'm
the
saying.
time.
I can't believe you leave that on. Like, God.
I don't
You
give a fuck.
madman.
He's always a mad lad. Come on now.
Like, I'm turning that shit off. They give me the option. I even fucking Gamaz my way around it. Fuck paying for Windows. You just can disconnect your fucking PC from the fucking internet.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Offline
oh.
account.
Speaking about that, okay. So for those of you who don't know, who don't install Windows on computers every day for your job,
I used
Windows
to.
used
That shit was
to
a pain.
Windows used to just let you, install it, just go through, click through,
Yeah, and
and boom,
you
there you
could
go.
click a fucking offline account, and that shit was
Yeah. And
stupid.
Oh,
now
you
it
still
pops up and it requires you, if you connect to the internet, it requires you to sign in with an email address.
Yeah.
there's still
So
ways
It's
to get around it, I think.
well,
the key
yeah.
to,
I mean, I just said one.
yeah,
Yeah.
the key to get around it is to not plug an Ethernet cable in, and then when it gets up to the screen where it asks if you have internet, you say no, I don't have any internet.
No
And then it's
internet.
like, are you sure that you don't have internet, that you want to continue with the limited setup? You go, yes.
Yes, sir.
That's also the
Yeah.
dumbest part too. It doesn't create like a local account either. So like if you literally get hacked, you have to somehow make an admin account for it to um save all your
I'm
crap. It's so bad.
kind of sketchy sites you going to, Brad.
It's
What are
not
you
me.
doing where you don't have a VPN also?
I work IT, dude. It's not me that's doing it. It's the people that come in saying, "Hey, my stuff's
Speaking of
broken.
Yeah,
Can you
I
VPN,
please
don't
make
do
fix
sure
that
it?"
you
shit.
check out. Kidding, we're not
God, I wish
sponsored
we had
by
a
a VPN
VPN
company.
sponsorship. I pay for a fucking like one because of a podcast and I really enjoy it. Mostly for the fact that like I was like quarantining for a couple of days because my family and shit, a couple of them had got COVID. So I was just making
Ooh.
sure to separate and shit, just do my own thing. And I was just watching a lot of stuff on the internet. Well, goddamn, did I found another reason why I love my Opera browser so much. The fucking GX one. This shit's pog.
Mm-hmm.
Because fucking, I was just like bored. And you know how YouTube has those like fucking movies on there, right? The free ones
Yeah.
with fucking ads? Well, my
Yeah.
thing cuts out all the fucking ads, so I get to just watch a shit ton of movies for
Hell
free
yeah.
without any ads. Like I
Fuck
watched
it.
like Gremlins and a bunch of fucking old classics. Oh, it was such a goddamn good time. And
So Adblock does the same thing too, I think.
I mean, probably, but I was also using my computer for fucking VPNing to fucking different Netflix servers so that I could
Oh
get
my god.
exclusive shit.
Because Netflix region
Because
locks shit.
oh yeah, it's fucked, dude. Like if I want to watch a certain movie, oh, I just got 2 clicks and I'm fucking there. I'm like, yeah, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I can't complain. That's all that I gotta
I wouldn't
say.
either.
Like, just gives me more options. Very little price. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But hell yeah. That's why I fucking love VPNs. To be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I got some shit to bring up.
All right, go
Oh.
So,
ahead.
how do you guys feel about reprints? Like in specifically the trading card market. Like let's say I'm gonna bring this up for an example because I play Yu-Gi-Oh. There's a card right now in the game that costs roughly around $120 for one copy. If opt if you were to play the card, you would need three. Like there's no reason you would just play one. Like It's kind of like it would be really fucking bad for ratios and stuff.
Interesting. What's the
So,
card?
it's called Triple Tactics Talents. I'll fucking I can read it if you want. It's pretty goddamn good. It's only been printed once, but with this is right now what we are in is called the ban list season. There's probably gonna be a ban list coming out like very shortly, and it's gonna hit a bunch of stuff. But also around ban list season, we get the mega tins, which for Yu-Gi-Oh is they reprint a lot of the good cards from like past sets or whatever, and we'll
Oh,
fucking put them all into one collection. But it'll be like kind of more than your average like pack or whatever, so it makes up for it. But okay, also what the card does. So if your opponent has more activated a monster effect during your main phase, you either draw 2 cards, take control of one of your opponent's monsters, or look at your opponent's hand and choose 1 card and shuffle it back into the deck. It's just overall
interesting.
a generally like versatile card. It can really be used for whatever you need it for, and that's why it's obviously so expensive. One printing, fucking gonna make that shit go up even more. And it's being reprinted. Well, I guess we haven't had it confirmed yet that it's gonna be reprinted in the mega tins. But like there was a document leaked of like all the set cards in the fucking tins, and it shows it being reprinted in there. Which, if
Mm.
so, that's when I'm gonna pick them up because fuck everybody else that held on to them. But people
Mm-hmm.
are mad. They're like, what? My card's values are gonna go down. Like,
Well, that's your
fuck,
own
man.
problem.
That's what I'm
That's
saying,
Yeah.
how the
dude.
market works.
True. And if you're trying to fucking goddamn troll a children's fucking card game market, fuck you,
Mm-hmm.
first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon's a whole different story. Fuck that. Like, at least Pokemon's, like, has an IP behind it. Yu-Gi-Oh's just some fucking nerds that, like, liked the anime and then picked it up at some point. Like, that's why I love the Yu-Gi-Oh community. It's just a bunch of fucking weirdos. My boys. Actually, one time I told a chick that I played Yu-Gi-Oh! She was
Did
like,
she leave you
oh.
on read?
No, she was just like, oh, you're one of those people. I'm like, what do you mean, one of those
Wow.
people? I'm like, what the fuck does that
Wow.
mean? I'm, I'm like, what?
That'd be fighting words.
I was like, how you gonna just fucking insult me like that? And also, what are those what do you mean? Most of the Yu-Gi-Oh people I've met are all nicely showered, clean
Man,
gamers.
that's some
We aren't the
racist shit.
Magic community, some fucking big. I don't mean to be fucking rude. I play both card games, so I can say this. Just Magic dudes are like the fucking biggest fucking men that haven't showered in like a week, and I'm like, just trying to play a card game. I can respect it. They haven't fucking stopped playing this card game since the 90s. I'm about to slap them up. That's my favorite thing to do in Magic
Oh
is
yeah.
fuck some person that's been playing for way too long.
Oh, I love that. Just any game, just like you meet someone, you start talking to them, they just been playing the game for way too long, and then you just kick their ass. Feels so
Well,
good.
like they might have some knowledge and shit, but the decks I like to play are usually I just turn my brain off and either I win or I fucking lose. So like I play mono red burn and fucking modern. Like when I went to my first GP, I was playing like Boros burn or no, I was playing Is It Phoenix, which was a really fun deck, but it was really prone to like bricking. So either I opened up really good or I just opened up the worst hand possible, and I would fucking lose. Like,
Yikes.
it was a good
The
time.
coin
I
flip.
mean, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, is the way that I look at it. Either I fucking win, or I don't. I get to watch my opponent play, and then I have all the knowledge for game 2. Just strategizing. And I
Yu-Gi-Oh
did pretty well
giveth
for
and
my.
Yu-Gi-Oh taketh away.
Oh, no, no, not Yu-Gi-Oh! No. No, Yu-Gi-Oh! You always open up a busted hand because of how the different game mechanics work. At least I think so. Like, Magic, you have to rely on actually drawing land. You have to count how much things are required for your cards. Like, do I have enough land? Yu-Gi-Oh's like, I play all of my cards. Do you have a response? No? Okay, I win the game. But if you do, I can usually play through it. It's just not gonna be as good. It's like, that's fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! That's
Oh, you
literally
do
the whole
have
fucking
cards? I
game.
don't care.
Yeah, if I have the extender in hand, oh damn, that's crazy. Looks like I still get to keep playing. It's it's a fucking great game, and that's why I love it. Like, it's who can combo who the hardest, or you're a fucking loser and you play control. We don't like those people. No one respects them. Oh, I
That's the
set
type of
5.
player that Brad
I
would play.
pass.
What's what?
That's the type of player that Brad would be if he played.
Oh no, I play stupidly. I tried playing it before for a while, and my deck was always so horrible. I would either have like way too many like attack or spells, or I just have too many high level player characters. It's like, no,
Yep.
it
Monsters.
you gotta have a
Yeah.
nice balance. It's just it ain't for
Dude.
me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just pretty much you pick a deck at the top level, whatever's like either the cheapest or like fun to play, and then you just pick that up.
Oh no,
Like,
I had like pre-done decks like Seto Kaibas.
oh, I'm
I'd have one of
sorry.
those and
Yeah,
start
that's
mixing them up.
fucked. Yeah, that's bad. Don't do that.
No.
Usually the structure decks are actually pretty good in recent years. Like, there's a fucking structure deck that came out, I think in like 2018 or 2017, somewhere like that. I remember it was like right when I was slightly getting out of the game, but not completely. It's called Salad. Or, no, not Salad. Salads is the short term for it. Salomon Great.
Oh.
And it was like, you buy 3 of them, you just slap those bitches together, you got a competitive viable deck. And that's it. That's the whole thing. It was such a fucking dumbass deck. And it's still actually played to this day. Because Konami doesn't like to ban
Fuck hey.
cards. They just
Jeez.
like to slightly make the decks less consistent. Even though they'll still
Seems about right.
print support for the fucking decks. They're like, we can't completely kill this because there's still a box out there that people could buy to get the cards. And we know the people need the cards, so they don't ban cards that are busted unless they absolutely fucking break the game. Like, I've been playing for a decent while and I've only lived through one emergency ban list, and that shit was kind of crazy. That format did need it. We'll say that. Sucks to anybody that spent the money on it, though.
Let's go using absolutely completely broken mechanics. My favorite
Goddamn
shit.
right. Pretty lit, dude. Nothing wrong with it. That's all I'll say. Just straight gaming. That's like the art of winning. I don't know if you guys have ever read that book or whatever. It's like some esports shit, and it's like, if you're gonna complain about somebody else using something busted, then why don't you just use it? You have the
Just use
same
it
fucking
yourself.
access to it. Like, why aren't you gonna just fucking use the same fuck? That's how I try to live. Is like, my deck might not be the best, but when it goes off, fucking goes off. That's how I like to live though. On the edge. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Doing shit.
Hey.
Well, I don't know.
All right. So, since we don't really have too many topics, we're going to do some would you rathers. How's that sound?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really mind.
All right. What's better for you? Would you rather have $200 a day, 1,400 a week, 2,800 biweekly, or 5,600 a
Jesus.
month? Okay, this is just some math shit now.
Yeah, that shit's on some. Yeah, fuck that. God, like if it was like 2 choices, like maybe. Fuck.
All right.
Why?
Would you rather have $25, $25, or $25?
Repeat that?
Would
What?
you rather have
What?
25 bucks, 25 bucks, or 25 bucks?
The first one.
Yes.
I want the third one.
Yeah,
The
I don't fucking know.
$25, 25
What are
adult
these?
male deer, and 25 members of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Dude,
These
you
What?
get
these are the
25
top rated of
professional
the last
basketball
week.
players. You get 25 professional basketball players? You could fucking make the Harlem Globetrotters again.
That's actually kind of true.
God.
All right, here I switched to the most recent monthly. So,
Okay.
okay, would you rather get $20 million and be hated wherever you go forever, or just get $20,000 now?
Well,
Why would you ever choose the first one? Yeah, I just want everybody to fucking hate me, man. Like,
well,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, nobody can hate you if you're secluded to your own island.
I mean, that's true, but like, eventually you'd run out of that money.
That's
I
fair.
I guess unless you invested it pretty well. I guess there's something
I
you
mean,
can
you could
do with
also
it.
invest the 20,000 pretty well.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you could just
That's true
take the
too.
20,000 with no down cost. It's like you just have
Mm-hmm.
$20,000.
I'm taking that 20,000, baby.
Yeah, I think same. I'm definitely not taking the first.
What? I'm gonna skip that one because I don't understand
one.
it. All
Oh
right,
boy.
you'll get 100K for every inch of your current height, or every inch off your current height. How much would you sell?
Wait, how? Okay, repeat that. How much
I'm,
money?
t- I'm 6'3". How short could How short do I have to be to legally become a midget? Like that's
I
how far I
think
want to go.
I
Like
think
I want to
more
imagine you
more
make
for
see me
myself
eight-range.
2.5 feet tall.
like imagine seeing me one day like yo look that's Zach, and then the next day I'm just fucking short. That's the dream. Nah, I'd fucking do that. That's how much I'd cut off. Just this fucking short.
All right, just a ton. You don't care about the money. You just want the height.
Yeah, just get take it off.
All right, Brad, do you understand the question?
Okay, how much money was it again per inch?
It's 100K for every inch.
Dude, I'd be rich as shit too.
Yeah, yeah.
I just
Hmm. You know, I would probably take off. I'd probably say about 10 inches. I would take off.
how much
So,
for a 2090 currently or a 3090? How
what's
good a minute.
MSR? Nah. So I'd say I'd probably want to get myself down to like 5'9", 5'8", 5'9",
Solid choice.
average height. I don't care about the money. I just, average height.
I just
So
think it would be so funny to
it,
like
it would
see me
be
one day.
hilarious.
And just and then I'm just balling with a bunch of cash and short as fuck. Like that I could fuck with it.
All right.
I'd learn how to adjust.
So,
Carry a step ladder everywhere.
you're preparing for hand-to-hand combat. What's your weapon?
My hands.
MP5.
No, Brad, it's hand-to-hand combat.
I know. Using a hand to control another thing with a hand. Um, God, what would it be?
I
I
mean,
could
if you
see
guys
throwing.
want some hints, I have 6 options here. We have spiked flail, katana, Viking axe, long sword, halberd, pair of daggers.
Oh, we're talking about like medieval combat. Like uh
I could
the
see a Viking axe
a
actually.
claymore.
A
It's like
claymore.
a giant ass sword. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
All right. I think I would do just like a normal long sword.
I'd do either katana or Viking axe, in all honesty.
Both really solid choices.
Mm-hmm.
Both dominated their own areas respectively.
Well, here's the other. Well, yeah, that's the other thing too. Vikings were just brutal. They took wherever they wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
they're
think.
also funny as fuck, dude. The Greenland and Iceland, they're fucking doing. Like, look at these fucking idiots. Let's name the one that's frozen over Greenland.
And the one that says to green Iceland to keep
They're
everyone
such
away.
fucking assholes, dude. It's goddamn hilarious.
From what I recall
Like,
too, um, Vikings invaded one country and then they left right away, and I can't remember which one it was. But it scared them
um,
shitless, even though they were basically fearless.
dude, that's how the Spartans were. They were
That's
fucking. Yeah, you ever
that'd
see
be.
what they ate? It was like pig's blood and just a bunch of other fucking shit, so they
Oh, that's
didn't fear
nasty.
death.
That's nasty.
Yeah.
That's actually a good question for chat though, to answer. Is like, what scared the Vikings out of a land that they invaded?
Probably a bear. Bears would be pretty scary.
Just a single bear.
I
Yep,
mean, if it's the big boy, it'd be big enough to do some damage.
that's what I'm saying. You like a
But
polar bear?
I guess then again, throwing axes? I
they
don't know.
read, they raided Antarctica. Take those huge boats all the way down.
All right.
I wouldn't.
Would you rather live a life where the first 30 years are boring as fuck, but the next 30 are amazing, or the opposite?
What the second one.
Huh.
So you want
Wait, no,
the
I fucked that up. Nope, no.
do you
The
want
first
the
one.
okay, so
I want to
basically, do
be
you want the
boring
big
up until 30 because
okay,
pretty much you can do all the cool shit at like there like that's fine.
exactly.
That's what I was
Like
thinking too, because like
there
the
would be
first.
no reason to fucking do that shit like early. Like what? You
Mhm.
jumped out of a plane at 10? Ah, fuck you,
Plus
kid.
plus
You're still just
here's yeah, plus here's another thing about it is that if you like I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Well, here's my theory to it though too, is that I mean 30 is basically like well, up to 30
um
the time you're born and 30 is basically your prime too, so you're like more
what I'm
flexible, more
saying.
agile and shit.
oh, no, what I
At
was
least you
gonna
can be.
say is that like if you say it's the first 30 years, then it's a set it's 30 years. But if you say it's the last after that, then it can be like say you live to be like 100 years old. That's gonna be like
Yeah.
70 years, 80 years of a boring ass life. Fuck that.
Very, very true, dude. Fuck that. A
Yeah.
boring motherfucker would be. I mean, it would be annoying for the first 30, but I mean, like as long as I can game, that's all that I give a fuck about. Like I can be boring and just game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, that's the other part too, is that if you see it as fun, it's likely going to be taken away. So it would be boring.
Jokes on you. I don't see gaming as fun.
Yeah, I see
I
it more
haven't
as a
seen that in
swiping
years.
thing.
No,
Yep.
I just like playing it shit competitively. It's just how I've been and how I was in sports and shit too. So
That's fair.
be like that.
All right.
I just
So now you've taken over the world. What next? You can shape the world to fit your political views, become
Oh,
jerk off.
a tyrannical
did,
dictator,
did you just
renounce your
say?
dictatorship and return the world to former state, adopt a hardcore expansionistic policy, pushing mankind beyond the stars, or erase the human race.
That one.
Or I wouldn't
That
say
or dictator
completely
because
erase it.
it has the fucking it has like dick and tater in that, and that would be pretty funny.
I do like me some taters.
I wouldn't
Hey,
say eradicate the Earth completely. I would pull Thanos and do half. But like keep the good half.
I agree.
There is some weird stuff that people
I
do. Some
I'd become like the most fucking powerful motherfucker. Like it would all go to my head. I'd be
I'd say
like the
no
fucking
putting.
Japanese. Uh,
I
go on
I'd say no putting warning labels on anything.
for her. I
eat
just
at your own risk.
I'd become so strong. Like the fucking Japanese dude that took over fucking everything during the fucking Edo period. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that documentary on Netflix, but there's
I've
this
Nope.
seen.
it's like it's a fucking Netflix Japanese documentary about like this small like samurai fucking tribe. Like they all these fucking people. This had their father die, and this one son that gets to take control, he just fucking takes over all of fucking Japan. It's wild. That and he becomes so goddamn like obsessed with himself and shit. That's how I'd become. Like my own undoing would be because of myself.
Wasn't there a point in time where Japan invaded China or vice versa, and it was just a giant slaughter fest?
I mean, that's happened a lot. Yes.
Yeah,
They
those
do not
they've
like each
invited
other.
each other
No.
quite a bit over history.
They they don't like each other even though they're literally right next to each other. Small bit of water separates the two.
Oh my god. It's like the Turners and Dinkelbergs, but more violent.
Yeah.
Way more violent.
Except Imperial Japan, best Japan. That was good at the time.
All
Same
right.
thing with I like two Germanys, West and East Germany. Once they took down that wall, shit just wasn't the same.
Mm-hmm. Put the wall back up.
Put it. Do you imagine fucking motherfuckers in Berlin are just like, yo, we gotta put this shit back, dog.
Hashtag bring it
Just
back. Hashtag
one
revival.
one person on his own just starts building it back up, and
Yeah.
it becomes a community effort.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my. Damn, dude, you know those Germans, they love seeing a community effort.
Well, at least it was a group effort.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather have
Just
$5 million added to your bank account tax free or unlimited money, but you have to spend at least 10K a day to keep it, or you lose everything and go bankrupt? No, you can't spend 10K on donations.
Okay, not donations, but what about stocks?
yeah, what? I would just install it
That
all
works
into
for me.
Bitcoins.
I would do
Like
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
every day I have to fucking put in 10K. I could easily spend 10K a goddamn
Yeah,
day.
that's
You know
easy.
how much shit I would buy? I've been poor my entire life. I'd start just going wild.
Mm-hmm.
We could easily spend 10K a day.
Like,
Dude.
I feel like buying a house.
Okay, so
I have
here's
to
what I
spend
would do.
10K. Why
What I
not
would
buy
do
a
is I would
house?
straight up put it
I,
into
I,
Bitcoin, wait until it gets like 30,000 or 40 or whatever amount, and go and buy like a really nice house, and then just use the
mean, you
10,000 to
could
pay it
do
off
that
day by
anyway,
day.
though. You have
You
Yeah,
have
but I
unlimited
mean,
money.
unlimited money.
You could literally
You're
just,
not
oh,
limited to 10K a day.
I literally just want to go fucking buy this fucking. I want to go
well,
buy
that is
all of LA.
true.
I'm
But
just
here's
gonna
the
go
thing.
fucking buy all of LA.
Okay, yeah, you could.
I feel
Yeah,
like
you could
buying
become the fucking
Wisconsin.
It'd be
yeah, become
crazy.
the craziest motherfucking landlord in all of history.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
motherfuckers would have to
You
pass
would be
bills
able to.
because of how much money you have.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
it'd be really easy
oh,
to just become like a big corporate, like a franchisee, and then your business,
yeah,
your expenses easily top
you're
10K.
spending money.
okay, so the
yeah,
first thing
There
comes
you
to
go, and
mind.
it just handles itself.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched, um, oh, which movie was it? There's one that with just Justice League and everything in them, where Bruce Wayne bought back Clark Kent's house. He's like,
Oh,
he's
I
like
know
they
what you're
wouldn't sell it.
talking about.
They wouldn't sell it back, so I bought the bank.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Huh?
Yeah, that was in one of the movies. I don't
Yeah,
know
Dude,
which
Batman
one, but
do
one
be
of them.
rich.
I
He's
think
Yep.
it was the one where they brought him back to life.
he's just a fucking dude that's rich. He's
Well,
my
that's
favorite superhero. He has no other fucking powers. He's just a fucking man who
that's
has
the
a
With
lot of
crazier
money.
money.
part too. Yeah, he's just a rich ass dude. Lives by himself, other than the butler.
Alfred, you can't forget about the homie.
No,
Mhm. Alfred's a
and I mean,
badass.
in some cases, Damian Wayne or whoever other previous Robin there was, or future Robin,
Mm.
There's a
or
lot of
Nightwing. There's a lot of
iteration.
them.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, Jason Todd who became Nightwing,
Yeah,
That
fucking all
Wings
the
is
other
badass.
shit. It's
there's
pretty
just
cool.
so much.
Yeah, Batman's probably one of my favorite DC universe shits, honestly. It's pretty
Batman,
cool.
Batman's a crazy dude. I mean, knowing a bit of his
And
history, like how he studied or trained over, um, I can't remember which country it was in Asia,
yeah,
but he
yep,
did Taekwondo, all this other shit, and I'm like, holy
dude, yeah.
crap.
It's fucking awesome. Like he's just some guy, and then he has the craziest villains too. Like motherfucking, there's a whole ass crocodile man that
Yeah,
lives in that universe. He
And
like, and
then you
some
got
chick
people
that's
like
made
the
out of poison
Riddler.
ivy. Yeah, oh yeah,
yeah, the Riddler,
oh my
Poison,
god, the Riddler would just piss me off.
Poison Ivy. Who's the dude that ejects himself with a bunch of crazy shit too?
Oh,
I
Bane.
can't remember. Yeah,
Bane.
Bane.
It's Bane. Bane
Yeah,
chronologically, not movie Bane. Fuck movie Bane. He's like, that movie was good and all, but Bane's
eh,
supposed to be this giant ass
Yeah, Bane
motherfucking
is supposed to
jack
be a
macho
big
fucking man.
motherfucker.
like he's got Hulk capabilities, but
Yeah,
not the healing
Mhm.
factor though.
yeah. He just
Oh yeah,
And
injects
it's
that
all
chemical
just
S into him.
drugs.
Yeah, he just takes so much drugs.
apparently at
That's
one point he actually had a death. Did you guys know that?
yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was like pretty recent too. It's like a not too long ago.
Yeah.
Also, fucking Scarecrow's a goddamn cool ass villain.
Okay,
Some dude that
that
was
was
just forced to go to
that was
fucking
crazy.
psychology school by his goddamn parents, and then he just became this fucking mad lad that just did a shit. He found this one drug that could make people hallucinate. Ah,
Mm-hmm.
good time.
Oh, and
That still crazy me with
what
all
was
three.
the name of the guy that Arnold played? Uh,
Think of the
when or
Iceman?
yeah,
I think so.
Iceman,
The Iceman, yeah. He has
Iceman.
fucking hard ass. I love that iteration of Batman because you get Batman nipples on the suit. That fucking movie
Hell yeah.
sucks, dude. Like that's one
Oh
of the
my
worst
god.
ones, but it's so goddamn
I
funny.
remember
Also,
like
Danny
the
DeVito is fucking the Penguin.
the penguin. Yep.
Oh,
Oh
That
god,
was
don't
one of the
remind me of that.
movies that like I was at my grandparents' house and I was like, what can we watch? We can watch one movie. What can we watch? What's this? Let's watch this.
hell yeah, fucking
Fat
90s
nipples.
Batman, baby. Yes, sir. And the worst fucking Batman villain. It's fucking the Iceman. He's one of the fucking lamest. Ah, so
Like, okay, so going back to the scarecrow thing, I'd still
Air
say the
throw.
craziest moment where them him and Batman met was when Scarecrow got to see the past, present, and future Batman. And the
true.
future Batman scared the ever living crap out of him for interrogation. Like,
Yep.
he's like, I wet my bed when I was 13.
Dude. That's why he's probably my favorite villain. That or fucking Two-Face. Like he just flips a
Oh yeah, I
coin and just
fucking love
decides whether
Oh,
you're
Two-Face.
dead or
Two-Face.
not. Like
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
some man that got his shit fucked up. But I mean, no in part to Batman, but you know, he could have maybe saved her. Not gonna say anything, but maybe.
Hmm.
That
All
that's I
right.
love that series. Way cooler than Superman.
That's a fact.
Superman's so lame.
Superman's just so boring.
He's so goddamn strong. Like he's a fucking alien from space
Well, yeah, that's
that
the
just
thing. You know what
landed.
to expect from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Batman's
that's
just like he's got everyone studied on lockdown, everything.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
why.
take it for the moment that Batman first met Flash. Like he knew stuff already about him immediately.
Barry Allen. So Barry, my man.
And like,
Very.
what?
Yeah, yeah. That's I don't know. It sucks that DC makes some shit movies every now and then. They don't have that
Mm-hmm.
great of IPs other than
Yeah.
Batman. The Flash is cool, but like, oh wait, they have fucking Teen Titans though. Never mind, they fucked up.
Yeah, they came out with Teen Titans Go, and that shit's so dumb.
It's so bad. They need to bring back the original.
That
I
shit's
think they had a
really
live
good.
adaptation of it or live movie of it though too.
Yeah, that movie was not great.
No,
What? It
I
wasn't
don't
good.
remember a live movie at all. When did this happen?
that was like some time ago,
Like,
I think.
it was probably like a good like 2 or 3 years ago or something.
Oh,
Or
so it was
maybe I'm thinking
actually
of
more
Justice
recent.
League or some shit.
They
That's
had a
Justice League, I
Justice League
think.
movie
I remember, yeah, I remember when the Justice League movie fucking came out.
because they had Cyborg in the Justice League movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That movie was okay. The Zack Snyder cut, the fucking like 6 hour long version. That
Wait, it's
movie's actually
6 hours long.
fucking yeah.
Oh my
It's.
god!
I honestly think that's the best version up to watch. Fuck the original. If you're gonna watch any of it, watch that version.
But should I rebuy the movie in order to watch it?
That's up to you. That's on you. I honestly think it's
Nah,
way better, but like I don't know if it's worth paying for.
I
I'll
don't have
just
the
say that.
attention span for that.
Oh, I watched it in like sittings, like because I wasn't gonna fucking watch that shit all the way through. Like, there's no way. It's like
6
someone like,
hours,
yeah, let's
Jesus.
do the Lord of the Rings marathon. You got like all day. Like,
Harry
uh,
Potter too.
look, fuck that. You can watch the first 4 Harry Potters. After that,
I think there's
I
like
don't
8
really.
in total.
Oh, I've read all the
I think
books. I love the
there's
books.
7 in total if you count like. Wait, is there 7?
I think there's actually more than 7 because there's Deathly Hollows Part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one more than the amount of books. I can't remember how many books there are.
Oh, there's like 9 books or some shit because they came out with one after the
Oh yeah,
like
they did.
after everything and shit. So.
And then they have like the spin-off series, the Fantastic Beasts stuff or whatever it was.
That movie's, dude, that was the first movie
I don't
I've
think I've
ever
heard of that
fell
one.
asleep in.
I
I
What?
I went to go see it because at DashioCon one year because my pass, if you had like ordered your pass like through the mail or whatever, you could go watch a movie before the con or whatever. It was like a fucking pre-day
Oh,
thing or whatever. So I was like, yo, like I'm gonna just do that and then go see the
that's
movie.
actually
So
kind
I
of dope.
get there, yeah, and I'm sitting down, I'm vibing. I for whatever reason am just extremely tired. I'm sitting next to a bunch of people that I don't know. Like this is my first time going to a con, and I don't recommend this for many people, but I was literally staying in a room with 5 or 6 people. I had no idea who they were. I knew their
That's
names, like
fucked.
they had told me them, like we had talked a bit beforehand, but
Ooh.
they were all cool as fuck. I can't complain, but
Hmm.
I wouldn't recommend it, like for most people to do that.
No, I definitely
But
wouldn't
I
do
did
that.
because I was
I
stupid.
wouldn't either.
I'm fine. Nothing happened. They actually were probably the nicest group I had stayed with too. They were like, "Hey, since you're like under 21, we're not gonna allow you to drink, you know." And I'm like, that's fair. But then I met Keanu that same weekend, and he just bought me alcohol, and so I snuck around that fucking thing. So
Wait,
like,
Keanu.
Hell yeah.
oh, he's my father. He's my
Let's go,
smash
Keys.
dad, and we met at an anime convention. But yeah, oh. Yeah, that shit was fucked. But also, I got to see a free movie. And I didn't have to pay for shit, like, in the hotel room. Like, I think I was paying, like, $100 to stay at the fucking hotel. Which I couldn't complain about being a broke kid at the time.
I had a
All right.
friend that
Now,
was
if I do...
working at it, and that's basically how I managed to like get to see some cool shit for free.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I worked there later, but I would never work Dashio Con weekend. Like, that's the one con I'd always go to.
Yeah, this was
Party.
like
I
6 years
party
ago
hard,
now, I
dude.
think.
Fuck yeah. Can't beat getting drunk with a bunch of fucking weebs. That's the one thing I'll say. They're all fucking weird as fuck, but they'll all feed you alcohol. I was at the rave with my boy Tyson, tripping off some MDMA, just going hard, right? Like, we were fucking just sweating buckets, just partying, dancing. We danced from fucking 11 o'clock till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Hmm. That's a
And
lot of
this chick,
dancing.
oh yeah,
It
we went
is.
hard. This chick came up to us at some point with a water bottle. She's like, "Yo, you guys fucking want some of this?" I fucking take a big swig of it because it looked like orange juice, right? Like it just like that's what it looked like. I take a fucking fat swig of it, just all vodka and shit. Like maybe there was a splash of fucking orange juice in there. I was just like, God damn. I was like, I was like, oh boy, drink. I just got fucked. So much fun though. And then I didn't sleep at all that next day. Like I couldn't fall asleep because the MDMA was still in my system. And it was checkout time for the hotel, so I just didn't get to sleep after from partying all night. But I
Jesus.
didn't feel any of the effects of the alcohol. I'm not gonna say doing drugs is cool, but at least experience it knowing your levels. That's what I'll say. You gotta know your limit.
Mm-hmm.
I tested my limit that night. I really did. I tested it hard as fuck. But it worked
All
out.
right.
So you can't complain.
So, would you rather be the best martial artist in the world or be the best video game maker in the world?
Feel like my childhood dream would always be the second one. Just the video game shit. That would be Pog. But also with today's system, I don't know how much I would get to do. Looks like I'm some Hideo Kojima type shit.
Kinda
You
is.
are the best video game maker in the world, meaning you can do
I
every
mean,
single part of making a game by yourself.
I could, but that shit costs a lot. I'd have to go through a studio or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like unless I'm Hideo Kojima and I have my own studio and I can do whatever the fuck I want, then I would do it. But otherwise, kind of punching shit kind of fast would be pretty cool too. So I don't
Imagine
know.
sitting down to make a game and dude, there's a video game making event each year. I can't remember the name of it, where designers are given 24 hours to make a video game.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that shit's always pog.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't know.
whoever
I actually
wins
never heard of
it
that one.
usually gives it usually gets a lot of funding and shit. It's pretty fucking pog. So it gives a lot of indie developers fucking
That's
chances in
actually
the
kind of
world,
cool.
Mm-hmm.
which I honestly think is better because fucking AAA games, man. Can I just
Mm-hmm.
say, we're fucking remaking Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Like, that's
Why?
getting a remake. That was confirmed at the fucking Sony press conference that that game is getting a remake. Why? Fuck it, man. Who knows? It's a good ass game. It's one of my favorites. Star Wars games in particular. But I don't know how many people like that shit.
Your
Did you guys
PS4
ever
did
play
it.
that?
I did on
I have
PSP
not.
I
and
recommend it.
GameCube.
Hell yeah. GameCube's such a goddamn good console.
So speaking of classic games and stuff too, when I was working with Austin before a while back, I ended up getting a PS3 for free, like an OG PS3, and I'm just now finally starting to get around to revive it because it had a yellow light of death. Um,
Yeah.
I actually delidded it, hopefully successfully. I haven't tried it out yet. I ran out of thermal paste to redo everything, but the RSX engine chip, that thing turned blue. Not purple, blue.
God damn, man.
That's
Yeah.
not. I have photos to prove it, but that ain't good.
Oh, it's
Fred,
pretty fucked.
do you have
So
the hot air rework station to do stuff like that?
I don't, but I mean, I have a soldering kit. I think if it comes worst to worst, I'm gonna have to reball it, which I think I might actually try to do it then, because the board is still alive, and I'd rather have someone actually knows what they're doing taking care of it. Because
Mm-hmm.
from what I heard, that had no lead-based solder in it. I think
Mm-hmm.
so. That's a no-no,
You don't need
and
the lead.
I'm hoping that fixes it. If not, the next step is going to be token chips, because NEC token chips apparently were crap in that too. And if you replaced a couple of those, it starts working just fine again, which is weird. So I think yellow light of death means one thing or 20 other or three other things from what I've seen. But this boy is like one of the very first OG ones because the revision it's at doesn't have thermal paste underneath, or doesn't have a thermal pad underneath the chips, which was a thing with later versions.
Oh,
Why would you want to put thermal pads in between? You wouldn't want.
So one on the top and one on the back to improve the cooling performance. That's why
Nah.
it turned blue because it overheated.
I was gonna say, yeah, the OG PS3s are pretty prone to fucking overheating.
Yeah,
Definitely was common.
and everyone seemed to have the same style of death as what the OG Xbox 360s had too.
No. Those just fucking were bricked.
Oh yeah, because all the cooling and everything else is just horrid in them.
Oh, it was dog shit, yeah. I had my OG Xbox. That shit was my baby.
My
Oh.
favorite phone design ever, the LG G4, had a problem where the phone would get hot after use and then the CPU would desolder itself from the board.
Ooh, ooh, that's spicy warm.
That's actually
That's
what
pretty
happened to
goddamn funny.
my phone.
Goddamn, that's fucking wild, dude.
That's bad.
When your phone gets hot.
Actually, funny enough, it's the same thing happens with the iPhone 6 and the Touch IC chip and
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the iPhone 7 with the audio IC chip. I think some of the
Yeah.
iPhone 8s as well.
that
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
Nah,
fun
iPhones
stuff.
fucking suck, dude. Hot garbage. When my last one, I couldn't even use the headphone port on it. Fucked itself. Nah, I just was too lazy to get it fixed anyways. I didn't give a fuck. Bluetooth better anyway. All I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Bluetooth better. I don't even have a headphone jack anymore.
I
I
still
do.
find out weird that there's a dude over in that travels to Shenzhen just to make an iPhone with a headphone jack.
True. Dude, you know what's the best phones though? The Huawei phones. China number
Huawei.
one, baby. Yes,
Huawei?
Huawei number
sir.
one.
I want the Chinese government to spy through my phone, please.
Japan number 1, China number 2.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
I
That's
actually,
Tupac.
it's actually
That's
pretty
bad.
common to have people come into our store with those phones when they you have a cracked screen and whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I need to get this fixed." And I'm like, "Yeah, we can do that. The screen's going to be expensive because we have to import it." They're like,
Yeah,
"But
I
why
was
do you?"
gonna say.
I'm like, "Well, the phones are sort of banned over here." They're like,
Yep.
"But why?" I'm like, "Well, I don't have any say in that."
What can I tell you, man? I don't know.
I just work at Radio Shack. Actually,
We
Oh
I
can't
man.
love
control the
I love it when I
government.
actually say that line, like quote to cut people that call over the phone.
Oh yeah, that's also another thing that happened too. I don't know if it was this week or sometime last week, but there's actually a country that made Bitcoin like a legal tender, basically. At least a form of it.
Did fucking Venezuela? Because if so, we can't trust their fucking ecosystem to survive.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't
They,
them.
they motherfucking
I
lived
gotta
off
figure out who it
goddamn
was.
RuneScape dollars.
RuneScape. Like the RuneScape fucking coin was worth more than the fucking Venezuelan dollar.
Oh my
The
god.
funniest thing to me.
You'd get people that would they'd go to be like, "Hey, I'm going to work, honey," and they'd go and sit at their computer and play RuneScape all day, play some
That's
dragons.
goddamn right. Be on that goddamn
Okay,
grind, baby.
here's what it was. It was Ukraine. Ukraine became the latest country to legalize Bitcoin.
Thing. Fuck yeah, let's go Russia or Ukraine. Both
Eh,
the same goddamn thing.
it's within the same area. I mean, Russia's huge. Let's not mistake that, but
Russia is huge, but most of it's Siberia, which can't be fucking used, so they can
yeah.
fucking have it. You know, alright, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but there's a place like right in Africa that like borders like two countries and shit, but nobody claims it. Like no country fucking owns anything there or
Huh?
anything.
Really? Why?
Yeah. Oh, you want to know why? Because it's in the middle of the fucking desert, and there is literally nothing there. So for you
Oh,
to even get anything started there would already fucking be a lot of hassle and shit. So people
Hmm.
are just like, fuck it, we don't care about it.
I
jeez.
really love the island. I don't remember where it is, but it's
You're
full
thinking
of a
of the
bunch of
island off of India. The fucking island that nobody can go to because of the fucking tribes that have not made human contact in like
yep.
fucking ever,
Literally, like
yeah.
anyone that steps foot on the island, they just kill and eat.
Yep. Yeah, anybody that's
Like
got
several over the years, several priests have gone there to try to like push their religion on the people, and the people would just kill them and eat them.
Jeez.
Yep. Well, I mean, why would we want to go there anyway? They're just some motherfuckers
Let
vibing
'em
on an
be.
island. That's what
As
I'm saying.
long as they don't
Dude, there's
start
a
making, nuclear weapons and shooting at us, let them
yeah,
be.
there's an island. I don't remember exactly where, but it's like it has one of the highest populations of fucking pedophiles on there. Like it's just a bunch of fucking
That's
pedos
rough.
that live on the fucking island. I mean, I don't think there's children there. At least I'd fucking hope not.
I'd
Like
hope
it's a
not.
like
Oh my
huge
gosh.
fucking island. Like it's in the fucking middle of
There's
nowhere.
one that
Like
lives at the center of the island.
the child. They all just fucking praise him.
They start worshiping him.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
we could
he's
take that
18 now.
island.
Okay, we don't care about him anymore.
No more fun times.
What business was it?
God damn, man. Yeah. Islands
That's
are
what it was.
wild.
What was that?
So the former Walmart executive is planning to build a little city in the middle of the desert. 150,000 acres. And they plan to call it Tolosa.
Oh, they're
And they
not gonna
want
call it Walmart.
I
no.
fucking hope there's a
That's what I
Walmart there, though.
thought.
There
But
fucking
basically,
better be a goddamn Walmart
They
with
make it the
right next
Walmart
to it.
headquarters.
Jesus.
They force all Walmart employees in the area to live there.
But it's like a $400 billion project, and they want renewable resources and it to be serviced by autonomous vehicles with all needs being within a 15-minute commute. That's going to be
All
insanely
needs,
rough.
huh? All
Apparently so.
needs. In the
There better
middle
be
of
a
a desert.
brothel.
Yep. Right between, oh, some possible locations for the city include Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Arizona, Texas, and the Appalachian region.
Of course,
That's interesting.
fucking Nevada. Dude, that fucking state sucks. It's like goddamn desert.
I mean,
Down in
there's some stuff that's
Arizona,
cool about it, though. I will say that.
I've been there many a times. And Vegas is probably the only good thing they have. And Vegas kind of fucking sucks.
And Reno's kind of cool too.
I Re- Reno's cool if you're going for the first time. I'll say that. After that, I can't.
I mean, it's
Uh,
nice because it's really not that far away from California. Granted, it's like a 9-hour drive to get to like anywhere down Southern California, but it's like right next to Lake Tahoe, basically. It's like an hour drive almost from there.
ain't true.
It's more or less the scenic part that does it for me.
I don't mind
It's
the
like a
West
whole
Coast.
ASMR.
It's alright. It's a boring ass states though. Nebraska
Hmm.
needs to get their shit together.
There's a
Hey,
lot of
it's
boring ass states.
at least it's not as flat as Illinois.
Nebraska's fucking shit. But
I
Nebraska doesn't have fucking anything.
thought you were gonna say
I
Montana, but that's true too.
Montana at least has fucking mountains you can see in the distance. Like it's so watch your fucking dog run away for a week and see the goddamn mountains. I can fuck with that.
Let your
At
dog
least
run away for a week.
you could fuck yeah, you could. That's how fucking flat it is. You can watch your dog fucking
Oh,
run for a
I
fucking
fucking
goddamn week.
love that.
That's like the
Yeah.
Gulf of Mexico up by Destin in Florida. You can walk out there, I swear, like a quarter mile or half a mile, and you're still like maybe 6 feet, 5 feet deep in the water. It is that shallow. It is insane.
That is true. Yep. Yeah, but I agree. Some boring ass states. We need to fucking fix it up. Come on. Oklahoma.
Cough, cough, Oklahoma,
Maine.
cough, cough.
You can't really do too much with Maine though.
Maryland.
Like those fucking first 13 colonies kind of
Yeah,
got
they're kind
fucked
of
with how
fucked.
close together they were. Yeah,
Yep.
like whoever
They're just
thought
kind
of
of
that,
packed
bunch of
in.
idiots. Why didn't they just
Like,
go to the other side? There would have been no winner over there. Fucking idiots.
Well, here's the
fucking
other thing. Why did
fools.
they choose? Ugh, why did they choose 13? They could have done something like 7.
That's also true. Yeah, they didn't need
Shorter,
so
more
fucking
condensed.
many.
Why not just do like an even number, like say 10 or some shit?
They didn't go with 13.
It's true. Yeah. Fuck
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
13 is better than
Imagine if
unlucky
there's
number
some
two, I
weird
think.
shit like fucking like 9. Like we just but
17.
like god damn, that would have been fucking yeah. It's got fucking absurd with it. Like you know about like 48. Just off the bat. Just
Imagine the amount of space that they have with the 13 states, but you somehow cram 48 states into there.
You could fucking say you could drive almost all 50 states in like an hour though. Like you just start fucking going, dude.
Imagine like you're driving from the East Coast to the West Coast, and you drive like the first like quarter of your trip, you drive through 13 or like 27 states, and then the rest of the trip you drive through like 7.
True though. Oh my that they fucked up in creating that colony so early. They should have just went ham with it. Like let
You know what
motherfuckers.
they need now?
What?
They need a prestige so they can start over.
I agree. It's true. We need to bring back the Salem witch trials.
Oh God.
Where they just persecuted women because they were just women. Hey, you're a witch though. Oh, we gotta drown them. But if they come back though, you're a witch.
Yeah,
But
you
if you
throw them in the
don't, then
water.
you're not.
If they sink, then that means that they weren't a witch. But if they float, then that means that their body is hollow because
Human.
they have no soul. So they're a witch.
What happens if they did? Like, what if they did come back? Like, what are you fucking gonna do then?
Apparently light sticks on fire and chase after them with pitchforks.
Yeah,
Apparently
already.
that's what happens.
That's when you tie them to a giant, like wooden
How to
thing in the
die
middle of
101.
town, and then suffocate them with smoke
I
while they're
honestly
burning them.
think public executions need to come back.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
We haven't really shamed people. People have become too fucking confident and think their opinion matters.
Well
If
then, the
some
electric chair.
motherfucker gets fucking just chopped by a guillotine in the middle of the street for like stealing some bread or some shit, you know, I get behind it.
I wouldn't be
I,
stealing bread. I'm gonna say
that's what I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all,
Hmm.
all I'm gonna say. We need to bring it
Anyway,
back. Public executions and Pedo Island.
and with that, we'll
No.
end it here. Vote Zach for president 2050.
2024.
I I I don't know. I don't want to do math in my head.
In the
Like
year 2069 420. That's the year
uh
that I'll become
nice.
president.
The year of the Zach.
Yep.
Year of the
I've
Zach.
1
seen him
year.
kill himself.
I'll
Oh my
fuck
gosh,
I'll get
imagine
everything done
who's
in
the
1
person
year.
that's going to claim that year.
That's a great question. I don't think we'll be around for it, so
No.
we don't fucking
No.
know.
Imagine being born in the year
But-
2069.
oh, that's the fucking dream. Like
All right.
that would be the fucking dream.
See you
Anyway,
later,
peace out,
everyone.
pussies.